Welcome, beautiful people of the internet. This is a combat level progression guide for combat levels 1 to 30. This guide is only for players who are just started this game or is under those levels. Medium to late game players, I'm telling you, once I do reach your level, I'm probably gonna be making a guide for y'all too. But let's talk about useful and efficient optional items for leveling up combat. Keyword option: legendary wolf pet. Most important only if you have the money for it, because it gives 30% XP. 30% XP is a lot. It's not necessary, but if you guys have it, use it as most as possible. The next item I want to talk about is cod potions. This will greatly increase the boost of speed and extra combat XP you guys can totally get. The next item I want to talk about is cookies. Cookies give 20% of every XP and is quite useful. I think there are way more items, but we're not really going to get into that because this video is going to probably be like 40 minutes long if I do talk about all the items that give you combat XP. But the combat levels 1 to 12, or optional get combat level 16, we're going to be entering the deep caverns. The way you guys can enter the deep caverns is basically coming from spawn. All right, this is the map, this is the auction house. Head straight towards the mines. This is a blacksmith. Walk over here, walk over here. Make sure to do all the achievements in this section over here to be able to actually use the jump pad to go to the gold mine. Now once you're in the gold mine, there's another set of achievements that you guys possibly need to start doing. All right, and as well as a cool fun fact, Rusty, this man over here, basically if you put an item over here, all right, you're gonna be getting the telekinesis enchantment. Kill a mob, right? The items will be automatically put into your inventory. Very, very useful. Do the achievements in this section over here, and then this is where you guys want to go, the mother of Marys. All right, the deep caverns. The deep caverns is where you're going to be spending majority of your time in when you are a beginner player. Note, if you're not geared, please check my beginner gear guide on the top left of the corner. This just basically explains the best gear you could possibly have as a new player in Hypixel Skyblock. But the two main places that we're going to be talking about is the Pigman's Den as well as the Obsidian Sanctuary. If you guys are having a hard time or having troubles actually accessing this place because slimes are probably killing you over and over again, you're losing a lot of money, I recommend going into this section right from the spawn of this place and then jumping right into this corner. This corner basically will start unlocking all the levels that you guys will probably need, perks in order for you guys to use the operator. Once you have all these guys complete, just click it and you will be instantly teleported into the lair. All right, so these pigmen gives you guys around I think 15 XP if you guys don't have any boost, probably around that ballpark, maybe less, maybe more. I really forgot, but pigmen is where you really want to strive to start killing. You know, if you have too much competition in the Obsidian Sanctuary, I recommend just coming over here to the redstone den or the pigmen's den. But this is the place where you guys actually want to be at. Sometimes this is very crowded with a lot of players, but basically these guys are like one of the best XP to get as a beginner player. But make sure you guys are actually one-shotting these guys. If you guys are not, go back and probably try farming for a little bit, get that extra money in order for you guys to purchase either the silver fang or the aspect of the end, because those are really great beginner weapons to actually have when you guys are actually starting your combat level progression. I said earlier 16 is optional, but I recommend it to grind level 16 is because you will start having a higher combat level to equip dragon armor. This is very important because dragon armor is a core armor for beginner or mid-game players. This which allows you to build what you want to build. For example, young dragon armor is to build speed, wise armor is to give you guys intelligence, also known as mana. Make sure to get combat level 16 through this method if you guys want optional, or you guys just go ahead and skip it if you guys do not want to grind this place no more. You should get levels 1 to 16 in about an hour or two, maybe 3 if you are consistent. I was able to get levels 1 to 16 through this way. As a reminder, make sure you can one-tap deep cavern mobs in order for this to be effective. I recommend weapons such as the silver fang or the aspect of the end for speed, teleporting, damage, and those crazy. But once you have reached your desired level, which is 12 or 16, I recommend the best money-making method that you guys could probably ever do in Hypixel Skyblock, unless you guys are flipping and I'll do all that crazy. So the way you guys want to enter this place, make sure you have combat level 12. If you guys do not have combat level 12, you are not able to access this place. What you guys want to do is put /visit and a PRTL. All right, this is the hub. All right, this is the hub of hubs. All right, this is where I usually use everything. Make sure you see these cake, right click these cakes. Yes, these cakes taste good. What do? Give you boost equals more amazing stuff. Okay, so it lasts 48 hours. Totally use it. It's just benefits upon benefits. Head over to the end right over here, obsidian circled around it, getting the enderman armor. This is a basic and cheap armor, and it costs like a full set costs around 120k coins. Or you guys could probably do any dragon armor, for example young for speed, hitting mobs with a sword, or if you are bougie as fuck, use the ultimate sweat status frozen scythe with dark goggles and 3/4 very wise dragon armor with epic sheep and god pots to do 2 times or even 3 times the rate you are killing the zealots compared to a sword. So if you guys want to access this place, head down all the way down over here. You'll see this gate right over here. This is the dragon's nest. If the door is closed, that means there's a current dragon on its way, but just head in here once the dragon's over or find a new lobby. And then these beautiful guys right here, these little purple ones, these are black as default, but mounts pink because these are like almost everywhere. And if you look, oh dude, that's Pog. Let's go. Okay, look at that, we just made some money. I really recommend zealots as your next move to grind experience, and this is because you could be making 600k coins to up to 3 or maybe 4 million coins an hour while you're having a massive XP gain compared to the deep cavern mobs. This is where you will be making the money. I recommend grinding zealots for XP up to level 22, okay, when it will start getting slower and slower. If you would like to grind zealots up to level 26, it's totally up to you, because this is just an amazing money making method that you guys could totally, you know, start doing. Because who does not want free monies literally while grinding combat level XP? If you guys have one tap potential, if you guys don't know how to one tap these guys, there's totally guides on YouTube that totally teaches you guys how to one tap, but this is where I usually get when I was grinding my combat level XP. But there are plenty guys out there that teaches you guys how you guys can one-shot this for like literally from the start. But combat level 16 is really recommended if you want a nice full dragon armor set. Since you are making great monies, your next progression guide we're going to be talking about is Revenants. Okay, Revenants is a Slayer skill, and you need a lot of money when you guys want to start doing Slayer. This is why I recommend doing Zealots as the next as the previous progression guide, in order for you guys to start doing Slayer. The way you guys want to do Slayer is if you go to hub, go over here. All right, this is the nice entrance, the spawn over here. Walk this way, walk straight, keep going, don't stop. And then head over to this bar right here. Okay, under these stairs is going to be Maddox, the Slayer Daddy. Okay, so what you guys want to focus on is Revenants Slayer Horde 3. This is where you probably might be spending your hard-earned coins to get a decent gear for Revenant Slayer. Your goal is to successfully kill tier 3 Revenants under 1 minute, or of course work your way through tier 1, tier 2 to tier 3, or maybe even tier 4 if you have the money for it. Revenants are by far the best combat leveling method at your state, unless you are doing floor 6 dungeons. All right, maybe you're not, or killing ghosts in the Dwarven Mine. So Revenants is amazing, best place to do it. Your goal is to at least reach combat level 30 through this method. If you don't know how to start Slayers, there's many guides as well that are posted all over YouTube. I also made a guide on killing tier 5 Revenants with my method. You guys could totally see it. I'll leave it top right of corner of the screen. All right, tier 5s are considered to be a mid-game grinding, so I don't really recommend doing tier 5s just yet, but tier 4s to tier 3 to tier 4s gives amazing XP. Maybe tier 3s are just better in general. To get a nice Slayer quest, go to this section. All right, just keep walking along these walls and you guys will find the crypt. And this baby right over down here, you guys will find these crypt ghouls. Crypt ghouls does give pretty good XP as well when you're starting out this place. They don't really have any fancy drops as the zealots, but they're just basically pure XP and Slayer XP. So make sure you guys are grinding these places, because I'm telling you, later on in the future you guys gonna regret not starting your Slayer pretty early, because this is what I did, and I grinded a lot of my time into Slayer Revenant. So I recommend starting at this early if you guys could, and then start getting those easy combat level XPs up as high as you can. So this is my method of grinding levels 1 to 30 combat level. I'll be doing maybe 30 to maybe 40 after in another video, and probably maybe just make a new one. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. If I am missing any information, please let me know in the comments below. This is what I did. This is all my opinion. So if you guys have your opinions too, leave them in the comments below, and then maybe we might hit an agreement. Take a lot of time researching and doing all that cool things. Yes, so I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I love you guys. All right, be safe. Cool. All right, subscribe, because 30k, let's go, YouTube rank.